Excellent.
Hey, what's up, folks? Welcome back to another 3D Hangouts. My name is Noel Ruiz. I'm a designer here at Adafruit. Joining me every week is my coffee drinking brother, Pedro.
Good morning, everybody. Pedro has Creative Tech here at Adafruit, and every week we're here to share 3D print projects featuring electronics from Adafruit.
That's right. This is a show where we combine 3D printing and DIY electronics to make inspirational projects. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. It's episode 527. It's May 13th, 2026. We're hanging out in the Adafruit Discord server. If you'd like to join us throughout the show, you can drop us a note, a comment, a post, carrier pigeon. We got a URL to join our Discord. It's discord.gg/Adafruit. It's up here at the top in the purple bar. We'll take a couple moments to shout people out, as we normally do in the Discord chat room. So we're hanging out there. Hello, everybody. We got Dewester, Squid.jpg. Good to see you, folks. Good to hear from you, folks. And we're also streaming on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, and X. So if you're over there and you want to chat with us or ask us questions, you got comments, you can drop us a line there. Yeah, we got a nice packed show for folks. Got a new project. I'm working on a new one. We got prototype. We got a new project. What else do we have? We have a time lapse and more. So why don't we just jump into the freebies this week. We also have a coupon code. So let's take a look. Adafruit.com/free. Find out all the free details, all the free items that you'll get if you order certain things. I'm all out of sorts. If your order is at $99 or more, you're gonna get a free PCB coaster with a gold Adafruit logo. If your order is at $149 or more, you'll get a KB2040. That's right. The Adafruit KB2040s are back. So that is a freebie item that you'll get if your order is $149 or more. And at the top tier level at $199 or more, you get the KB2040, the PCB coaster, and free UPS ground shipping for contiguous US only. Adafruit.com/free for the details. And while you're at the checkout, why don't you use our coupon code PixelCast to get you 10% off your order? That's right. PixelCast will get you 10% off your order. Coupon code expires in 24 hours. We just set it live, so you're got the next day to use our coupon code. All right. So Adafruit.com/free is where you can get the details on those freebies. It's nice to see more products getting added there. Okay.
I also posted links for the newsletter. Join your favorite category of newsletter. We got CircuitPython, 3D printing, maker, business, news, and more.
That's right.
Out for the weekly breakdown on everything that's going on in each category.
That's right. And don't forget distributors, Adafruit.com/distributors. You can find out all the different places outside of the US that stock Adafruit stuff. There's a nice long list. And we also have a special spot if folks want to become a distributor. You can apply as well. You could also check out DigiKey. They ship worldwide very fast.
Yes, a lot of the stock just went over to DigiKey.
A lot, yeah. So shout out to them. We love our distributors. All right, back over to you. Also got Jim Hendrickson. Hello, thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
Day. Good morning.
Squid.jpg, Dewester, all hanging out in the Discord. I forgot to post the comically funny to me QR code to join the Discord over at discord.gg/Adafruit. Where'd it go? Widgets.
Is it widgets?
Show. There
Yeah,
it
it
is.
is widgets. There you go. Yeah, so you can scan that.
Duck. I don't know how. How do you scan that? I guess take a screenshot and click on the link that appears there.
What's gone?
Oops.
Disappeared.
I made it go away.
Oh, that's fine.
Just leave it there, I guess. I don't know if it's blocking anything.
It kind of pushed our camera down, so you don't have to have it there. It's fine. You could just Google it too, or Ask the AI agent, where's the Adafruit Discord server? And it'll give you a book report on how to get there.
I like how it's actually kind of useful over on the Facebook one. The post for this week's project, it showed how do you assemble the Adafruit BLE Disney beacons, and it like shows all of our Mickey ear projects. Like, oh wow, that's cool. Even like the footage you posted, like the behind the scenes that you posted from the first ones that we made, like at the park.
Really?
Oh, wow, that's so cool. Yeah.
Meta AI feature.
Yeah, I was very impressed. It posted things from like 4 years ago, or like in the list of related, which is like right underneath there. And the AI said, "Oh, here's how to assemble it together based on that post."
Wow.
So it's actually assembling it, like gathering things and giving you like a step based off a Learn guide. I was quite impressed.
Okay, well, this has now become the AI chat segment of the show.
I mean, this is how I built this project.
Yeah. All right, well, that's a good transition.
Shout out to Claude agent. This would have been very difficult to do with our team members because there was so much back and forth. I'm exhausted going back and forth to the parks, getting gathering all the data for this was not easy. Like I didn't get to bed till like 1 o'clock in the morning, like 4 days in a row, because we're gathering data, verifying, going back, seeing if the animations work. Getting out of
what kind of data
fireworks is freaking. You remember, right?
Yeah.
It is a horror of how many people there are there at the fireworks shows. It is extremely exhausting. Oh my god. Me and Brandy were laughing, like, how did we used to do this? We would drive 3 hours to the parks and then stay there from 7 in the morning until 1 o'clock in the afternoon at night, until the next day, wake up, do it all over again. It's like, how did we do that?
Well, we were younger and we had a lot more
energy. That's what I said. Yeah. We only had 1 kid.
Yeah.
It's 2 that I gotta carry around.
It's double the work. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So tell me, what kind of data are you collecting at Disney?
So we've been showing this off. It is the BLE beacon, remote, and receiver. So we built our own Mickey ears. These work with all of the native Disney BLE products, like this bubble wand here. So we can send NeoPixel translated information over to our NeoPixel Jewels here. So we have Py ESP32-S3 that listens to all of the beacons that are all over Disney property. Like all the parks have them, and then throughout the parks, like the statues, the fireworks shows, the light shows, the parades, they all emit BLE info for your Magic Band, and it like all vibrates. It like goes to it like animates colors to whatever you're walking by, or whatever show is going on, whatever fireworks. So it's like matching whatever color fireworks are going on. It's matching on your Magic Band, and now our custom BLE NeoPixel Jewel devices. It does not have to be ears. For accessibility, it could be like your stroller or your EV scooter. Lots of people have those like decked out as we're walking through the parks. We always see that. For like when you park your EV or your stroller, they're usually moved around by the cast members to make room for others. So we have like a little find me feature, so you can quickly locate your EV or your stroller. And then you can use the bubble wands. These were launched like 6 months ago, and these interact with all the light shows and the fireworks. And then you can use these to communicate with our custom devices. So you can cast colors, pick a better color that you can actually see, like a red. You kind of see it a little bit. So you just hold down the button, and then you like aim it at it. I think that obviously the radio is down here, so you even have to aim. But it transmits the color like that. It'll go left to right, does a little sparkle, and then it does pulses. And then the other side of that is, so since we wanted it to work outside of the parks, because that's a cool thing, you could take this home and you don't have to be at the parks. We also made a remote using the Adafruit CLUE, and then you can use this to beam all of the color animations to that. The bubble wand works. That'll pick it up. And then the magic band will pick it up as well. Let me try that again, since the bands have like a sleep mode, since it's so tiny. They try to conserve battery on it. Let me try to have that kick off again. And it works with the vibration info too.
Yes, there's a haptic motor in the Disney Magic Band, and it'll vibrate in certain patterns.
So we can get it to go.
And of course, your battery can also die on the Magic Band.
So that happens quite often.
Yeah.
So that should work. It usually picks up. I think to prevent spamming too, they also like have it go to sleep. So yeah, all these devices all work together in unison when you're walking by statues and the fireworks. And man, it's so freaking cool to see the colored firework match all your stuff. So it's going to the beat. What's the song? Going to the beat of the drum.
Going to the beat of the drum. Okay, that's funny.
What song that is in the fireworks show? So beyond that, you have, like I was saying, the Find Me mode, and I just want to show off what that looks like. So when you, if you make one of your customized things, you're looking for, your family member, that always happens. Wait in line, I'll go get, popcorn or whatever, and then you can't find them. Bam, now you can.
Oh my God, it's so bright. The entire...
So it's super bright. Find Me mode. Oh my God, yeah, it's so eye blinding.
Yeah.
So this mode stops listening to all the other info. So if you're around beacons, it won't disturb it. So it'll keep going, and it goes full brightness, does a little swirl and a little pulse. So you have enough time to locate your spouse or your
child
or your EV.
Let's say you have a we see this a lot at Epcot, bridal parties.
Oh yeah.
Bridesmaids parties.
Yeah.
I always see that a lot at Epcot. So now you can deck out your your buddies.
Yeah, like the DJ that they have there, have the DJ broadcast BLE stuff too.
That'd be fun.
Right? Ones where only your ears can pick up, because you can send it the custom code. Yeah, that's the ideas, man. There's always so much.
Yeah, outside of the Disney parks, I think Universal Studios does this, but also concerts. Like I think JP was saying the Taylor Swift does a similar thing where you get a band and they're all like in sync, and you can kind of take that concept and DIY it yourself with the CLUE, with the Py ESP32-S3 and NeoPixels. So that's kind of like where we're trying to get at, is you can translate this project to other venues and ideas.
Yeah, the bigger picture is that you can use this outside of those venues and bring this home. I think it's super cool to be able to piggyback off of that protocol.
Yeah.
And tie that to custom animations that only the NeoPixels can pick up, because they're using RGB LEDs to do simplistic animations. You could take that and then translate it into more complicated NeoPixel swirls and rainbows and colors that they don't have. So with that too, when Disney decides to add new shows, we also have a listen mode. So you can take a look at what that looks like here. You can record whatever they're broadcasting. So it'll listen to all of the BLE, specifically their beacon devices. So it'll filter out, iPhone, Ray-Bans, any other AirPods, all that's would completely congest, something like this for listening to all that, and save that as a text file,
right,
like that. And we have the custom boot PY file that will save it to the onboard storage on the CLUE, and then you can offload that. And then there's instructions that are saved in the what is it, the NVM, the volatile non-volatile memory. So we're doing some tricks with the non-volatile memory inside the custom boot file to save and write files to the system, so you can have a really cool way to save your memory. Let's see, we also have, what's the other stuff? The statue animations too, like we were saying. Preview what that'll look like here. We have like the battery mode. So if when you're charging your ears or your device, when it's plugged in, it'll work and it'll tell you what the battery info is for that. It does not work on just the battery because the BFF LiPo does not have the monitoring capabilities, but when it's on USB, it can read the voltage. You can control the brightness of the ears on here as well. You can scroll through there. And if you don't want to use the remote, you can just use the built-in button on the back here. You can just operate it that way. You can go through your brightness levels. Now let me change my glasses real quick. I'll show how you can go into solo mode. So we have the, what's the thing doing the button? Totally blanking out on that.
The bouncer
yes,
library?
The bouncer library is listening for how many button presses you're doing. So one press will go operate the brightness controls. And if you do triple click, 3, it'll go into the solo mode. Right.
Is it doing a swirl animation?
Yeah, so there's a swirl right there. And then you can scrub through those. Just gotta get the timing right. Oh wait, I know what it is. I think it's it's picking up the animation from here. So
right.
there's so many freaking buttons on, or like modes that you can activate through this. What I just did was I held the B button and that like turns off all the lights on it. So you can even have animations cancel. So if it's like overwhelming, you can like turn off animations as well.
Yeah, yeah. You're trying to be courteous too to people in a dark room.
Exactly, yeah.
You want to turn your lights off in a way, so that's good to have that mode.
Exactly. So here we're going through the different loops that we have that are on board here. You can go through those with a double click.
Okay, here we go. It's working.
Yeah.
So each NeoPixel Jewel is on a different data pin, so they're independently from each other. So you can do different effects.
Yeah.
Normally, what we do is we'd share the data pin, and it would just be 2. But it's cool that you can do more animations independent.
Yeah, I wanted. Yeah, exactly. I wanted the when you're casting the colors, I wanted it to go from left to right. That's how we achieve that. So it could be a stereo effect for the animations. And let's see. Yeah. So you have the built-in button on the back here. You can recharge the battery there. And then we have a slide switch to turn this guy on and off. Nice little press fit case for the CLUE and the LiPo.
Yeah,
sorry, yeah. I know it's like 5 different projects in one. Jesus.
It's
so it's
2.
1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th one is the actual code between all of that. Since there was so much, that's why I define it as like 5 or 6 different projects.
Okay. Yeah.
With the wand and then the band, so getting all that to figuring all the code for that. So we're using Ninja Flex TPU to create the little band here that holds on to the headband. Too many bands here. You have the headband, you got the magic wand band. Get a little extension here for the slide switch. So that goes on here like that. Snap it on if I can do this on air.
Yeah, is it a little tedious or?
No. It's just the angle that I'm at.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the little wire cutout here. I used different ears for this so that I can have a little pocket that hides the LiPo battery inside here, and it's just wired through here on the ears. We're using needle and thread to attach the little jewel here onto the fabric that's on the ears. So a pretty easy construction. The most tedious part was the wires, creating like little the Y cables where we're sharing the power and ground. And then for the CLUE, it's just a nice little snap fit case, updated case that supports the LiPo battery. This board's like what, like 5 years old, and I cannot believe we did not have a dedicated case for a LiPo battery. So glad that I was able to go in and update that. There's a little retainer on here that keeps the battery in place because there is a shake mode on here to just randomize the animation. So when you shake it, it'll pop up a random animation. Take that off like that. Send it off. This one was the was it the red and green? Got some blue sparkle on here. And then we're just using 2 buttons. We are covering up the touchpad because it was causing, some little funkiness in UX when you're holding the remote, so you're not accidentally firing off stuff. Let's see. And then you have the little audible thing there, which you can also turn off by triple clicking. That'll turn off a little audible shooting sound effect that you hear there. And what else? So much in there. We can actually go ahead and jump into the guide, check out all the different features. Massive guide for this.
Yeah, don't spend too much time on it. We're already at 11.
No, I'm gonna scrub through. Scrub through.
Oh my god! All right. So learn.adafruit.com. It's up there in the new learn guides this week.
Yes. Nice little breakdown of all the abilities that the project's able to do, communicate with the little ecosystem of all of the BLE beacons that are in the park, the remote control, a lot of the abilities, and all the parts. The Cutie Pie was in stock when I started the guide, but everything else seems to be in stock. Oh, the jewels are gone too. What happened?
Out of stock. People bought them.
They were just in stock.
Yeah. The clues in stock. We have 20 odd clues in stock, which is nice.
Yeah, the ribbon cables. These came in super handy. And then the short headers and sockets made this nice and compact. I always like using those. Shrinks down by just a little bit, enough to pass the wires through. This is how the wires.
He looks so adorable with his ears.
I know, he came in with the matching shirt, and I was like, oh, let me get a footage. So here is the circuit diagram, super simple. The Cutie Pie and the BFF connect together. And then, like we were saying before, the ground and the power is being shared with a different pin going into the input for each jewel. I guess you could just have one if you didn't care about the stereo effect.
Yeah.
Here's what the wiring for that looks like. I use the ribbon cables, so everything is together. I guess you could use like heat shrink or something to try to keep those all nice and managed. And then I put here what lengths of cables that I'm using for that. Is the coding page for the clue, how to get CircuitPython on there. And then the clue code. So everything's broken down. You get the project bundle for all of the required libraries. This is broken down into, I forgot how many different files for like the UI, the protocol for colors, the broadcasting, PY file, like the listening mode, how all that works. How to install CircuitPython on the Cutie Pie, and then the Cutie Pie code itself. Same thing with this one. It's broken down to a couple different files, like the colors and the decodes, the packets, the pixel zones, how all that is working with the remote command submission. 3D printing, here is the files for that, and how to lay this out. And of course, the design files is what that looks like. Here's the clue design for that. If we get a little look inside here, see how all of this is assembled with the little built-in boot button in the back, and then like the battery retainer. All those fit together. Okay, one thing I didn't even mention, I have this little clip here if you want to attach it to some of the past project that we used the clue on was like a bike to make like a Peloton, because what were you doing? Were you doing the Apple notifications? You were able to bring that in. For this project, we were using it to attach to the bubble wands. So I'll have the diameter adjusted for that. So you can attach it there. And then for the cutie pie, here's what that looks like. Nice little sandwich for the circuit. A little built-in button here. A bunch of clever geometry on the inside, like having the reset button be thicker and harder to press than the actual boot button. So you can more easily click on those when you're in the solo mode. So it's way easier to click that. And more pronounced, it's bigger. And then the slide switch is all funky here because right at the last minute, I've been using the Rev A of the LiPo BFF. What we was Rev C.
Let's just say
Yep. So just a quick, face move. So it's funny. The slide switch is on the left, now it's on the right. So all I did was just move it over.
Okay.
That worked out good. So
that's good.
Good thing I built the other ears, otherwise I wouldn't have known.
Oh, that's funny.
That's why I categorize it as a 5 projects in one, because it's like, oh no, this changed. Assembly for the NeoPixels. Here's a nice little breakdown of how to solder on the headers and the sockets for that, how to measure wires, the way that we're routing the cables. We're soldering to the top and then routing the cables to the bottom, specifically so we can route the JST for the battery to plug in. And then when you sandwich the two boards together, the wires are managed a lot more better that way. The mounting holes for the NeoPixel Jewels are just being sewn on. It's a cool way to have a nice little wearable project that is just attached to your fabric. And this is how it's being routed underneath the two boards there. This is why I couldn't solder them together. I needed the header and the socket so you can easily pass the wires through them. TPU little band here to attach, and then we're using the slide switch that I showed earlier. Wires pass through there, and that's wait for that.
All right,
Clue,
much easier.
Here,
put it in the box.
Place the LiPo battery in there. Attach the retainer. Pop in the clue while it's plugged in. And that's pretty much it. Don't forget to remove the film protection that is.
Did you remove the film?
I did for this shot. For all the hero shots, I had it on.
That's funny. Yeah, that's why you get a little bit of color shifting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, from the polarizer, and then the usage, all of the different buttons.
The user manual, like how do you use it? Yeah,
exactly.
It's a little tricky when you have like a scrollable list on the clue and you only have 2 buttons. So I think you came up with a pretty different way to do it, where it's like you use the left button, the right button to advance
up and
the next
down.
item. Yeah, up and down.
Double
and
click to go in.
Double click to go in.
To go out.
Yeah.
The main menu. Triple or double click to fire off the command. Triple click to turn off the audio. Hold down B to turn off the lights, so you can like cancel animations, like turn them all off. You have the shake mode for the for the randomize. There's a whole list here. Things you figure out when you're actually using it, and you're like, okay, this makes sense. This is a nice to have feature that makes a big difference. And then like when you're in modes, like in the sighted listening mode, those have different commands for that as well. Yeah. So yeah, all in all, a pretty massive guide. Definitely exhausted me to the limits of what we're able to put memory-wise on the clue.
Yeah.
Like, in the cutie pie, like I reached the freaking limits for the size of the file. I had to split it up in different files. How many commands we could send out to it, like that giant list. It's 56 commands that you're able to fire off. Even in terms of Claude, I had to use 2 different chat windows because I ran out of. Where it straight up told me, "Whoa, this is too long. You need to start a new chat, man."
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think I
definitely
overheard. So Liz Clark was doing the code review, and I think I overheard her say that there's also a mode where it can animate even if there isn't a protocol that's like in it. It'll just play an animation. So if there's like a new show, does that make sense? Is that right?
Yes. So if it sees something, the Disney ID, it will play a generic one.
Right. So it'll always work with even newer stuff. So that's interesting.
And that was what the whole back and forth, gathering data, coming back home, telling Claude, "Hey, here's what the new IDs that we gathered from this light show." So it was able to go, okay, this is the range of hex payloads that they're using to generate this show. Because the fireworks were older than the light shows, like the parade light up one just came out like 2 months ago, so they're using brand new commands for that, and we were able to gather those and then verify that those all work. And yeah, always a pleasant surprise when we walk in and our stuff starts working. Definitely magical at the end of the day when you're there filming and the kids are like, "Oh my god, this is so cool."
Very cool. Okay, let's see if there's any questions.
Yeah, Brent's asking if he's wondering if there's a more generic and cheap beacon that can be placed around the house, theater, backyard to control by a web page.
Yeah, I'm sure we could do something like that.
Yeah. Where we have something like the CLUE that's just all it does is just send out commands in that specific area. Yeah. One of the cool things is just eye opener on how many beacons are all over the freaking park. Like we would walk by Tupperwares and the bands would start going off. Like, oh my god. We don't always charge the bands, so we had them charged because of all this. It was surprising to see just how many areas have different animations all themed to whatever that little area is.
If I remember, there's like a Mickey Sorcerer show, right? Where
Fantasmic. It should work with Fantasmic too.
Do they do that in that show?
Oh yeah, they do that.
I can imagine like the mouse going like "what," and then like everyone in the crowd's like going all.
That's when we couldn't make it to because you've been to Fantasmic with us, right?
Yeah,
it is. Oh my god! The stadium first of all is ginormous.
Yeah,
like
I remember waiting an hour or something, and
you have to because otherwise you don't get a seat. They don't let you in.
Exactly.
So that's the other thing too. We got lucky for the fireworks. Right after the parade, we went right to the front, and then I looked behind us, and freaking the entire main street all the way down, bro. We're like in the center, just like sardines. Like, oh my god,
it's like a football game,
dude. It is like I'm saying, exhausting. There's so many people, and it was a Monday. It's like, yo, why aren't go home? Spring break's over. What are y'all doing here?
It's people from all over the world.
Yeah,
it's Disney World.
We were laughing like, oh man, what's going on? The football games are over. The
FIFA
breaks over. No, there were still soccer people there, football people there, cheerleaders all over. It's like, oh my god, go home, people. It's never a empty park day anymore.
No, those days are gone. Okay, well,
sounds fun. Footage, got the data, got all the animation payloads, got the listening mode. So anytime there's new animations, commands, you can capture them and should be able to feed them like into your free Claude session to add on top of, or like Brent's saying, create your own little BLE environment outside of the parks to have fun. That's a super cool way to the young Imagineer, inspiring kid.
It's interesting. We've had the CLUE now since 2020, and I never thought to use the CLUE as a way to kind of trigger other projects through the Bluetooth like protocols.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I don't know why
this would work.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, it's so old. It's the NRF
It's not
52.
old, but like it's old enough to be like,
Yeah.
it has a
Like
micro USB port.
Yeah. Yeah. And then there's like so many sensors on this thing too. There's like a
Yeah,
light
it's pretty
sensor,
packed.
the sensor on the front can do like motion control, right? Is what Lamar set it up for.
Is it gesture control? Something
Gesture,
like that.
yes,
Yeah.
gesture control. So you could like, I don't know, maybe swipe by moving your finger, but I didn't think about it.
The web.
There's so many freaking features on it. It's jam packed.
Yeah, and it has temperature, pressure. Has the gyro, of course, the accelerometer. You can use it as a compass. It has the onboard speaker. A microphone. So if you wanted to do some audio reactive stuff, you could do that. And of course, the touch pads, which, you know, we're kind of piggybacking off of the original microbit. It's our own version of microbit. I don't know if you remember the microbit, but the BBC microbit was a huge deal when it first came out, and yeah, lots of sensors. It has a STEM QT port.
Yes,
I didn't even realize. Oh, so you can connect
to it.
Yeah, and it's super duper tiny, like almost too tiny.
Yeah,
it's almost too tiny. Yeah,
like I had it on my pocket as we were walking through the parks, and I would forget that it was in there.
That's funny. Yeah.
You can see here, the last project we did was like, 4 years ago or something. Yeah. That's why I see it as, an old project or an old board.
Sensing.
Okay. There's so much stuff you can do with just the onboard sensors.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Look what we were using it before. Oh, here's the badge.
Right. A badge. QR codes. Yeah, lots of stuff with it. You can use it as a 3D mouse or a 3D viewer.
Oh, yeah.
Because it has a nice accelerometer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A little watering plant.
Yeah. There's a lot you can do with the CLUE, so check it out.
That's why
pull out your CLUE, dust it off, and
literally. I had these in a drawer forgotten about. I'm always sad. It's like, oh, we have so many boards kind of forgotten about. So I'm glad that we have this project, and JP's working on another CLUE one as well.
Yeah, more of like a lets you know that there's something around. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, Brent's saying that CLUE's such a cool little board. It would love one with ESP32-X on it as well. Yeah, I'd love one with LiPo charging and monitoring and a USB-C connection.
Yeah. Yep.
I just want updated ports. Oh, and a JST port that faces the other way, not pointing out.
That's funny. Yep. We can just keep going on and on about like what hardware we would love.
But there's the project in the nutshell.
Check it out. CLUEs are in stock. Get a CLUE if you don't have one, or get inspired to do some fun BLE beacon projects.
Yeah, super cool.
But if you do want to get a CLUE, please use our coupon code PixelCast, and it'll get you 10% off your order. It's a pretty good deal.
While supplies last.
Expires in 24 hours. Okay. Cool. Are we ready for my stuff?
Let's go ahead and jump into this week's What Are You Prototyping?
Okay. This week, I should really put up my CAD, but I want to do a handheld gaming device that is reminiscent to the 90s, the 1990s video handheld game Bop It, which is like this contraption. It's a handheld device that has like a bunch of little inputs. I think it's like twist it, bop it, shake it, that sort of thing. So I want to do something similar where it's a handheld device, and I'm using a button, a slider, a toggle switch, and something that I want as like a little wheel that says twist it or spin it. And the idea here is that I have a magnet in the ball bearing and a little 3D printed wheel, and I would put Hall effect sensors that would detect when the magnet is nearby by spinning it. Right here would be an alphanumeric display, NeoPixel 8-pixel stick, a speaker, and then some inputs here in this like little handheld kind of format. I just 3D printed a quick plate just to kind of get the arrangement of the inputs and trying to get like proportions of the enclosure design. So this would all be powered by the Adafruit PropMaker Feather RP2040. I have here a bag of all the little components that that I'd like to use. So this is an alphanumeric display that connects via SemiQT. You might remember this one. It's the 0.054 inch 14 segment LED display. So you can easily connect this to the Feather, which is right here. Here's the Feather PropMaker RP2040. You can connect the buttons, the toggle switches, and the NeoPixel stick through these screw block terminals. Here's the stick. That's the one stick I want to use. So it's an 8X stick. You just solder to the pads here, and then screw block terminal gets fed into there. It's going to have a battery as well, a 2200 milliamp battery, which is those nice cylindrical batteries. And then for the speaker, we're using our tried and true oval mini speaker here that will get mounted up here to the top there. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. These are some 3D printed knobs for the fader here. This is the 35 millimeter fader. It's the smallest fader that we have. But I don't know. I think it'd be kind of a fun idea. I really enjoyed working on the Tetris game project with the PropMaker, and I thought it'd be fun to kind of stay on that kind of category of like a handheld custom game. And it's, of course, from the 90s, and there's a lot of nostalgic devices right now that folks are really into. So I think a modernized Bop It game would be fun with the Prop It. Maybe we'll call it Prop It. Of course, it'll have sound effects and stuff like that. And it gets, the idea is that it's kind of like a Simon Says type game. It's like you have to you have to press the right button or input that's being spoken out loud. So again, spin it, flick it, slide it, press it, and then with the accelerometer, you can do shake it. So you shake the whole device. So this doesn't look that great, to be honest. I do have a render that I can show folks. I'd have to share my screen here. So give me a second to do that. Let me X that, add here, share screen, window. And there is the Fusion. Okay, so here's the enclosure design that I came up with.
Nice.
It's got this interesting kind of futuristic, kind of cyberpunkish type of design, I think.
It almost looks like a Walkman.
Yeah, something like that. It's a handheld device. You got this cool, like, kind of hood that separate from the main enclosure. This wheel thing will have the Hall effect sensor. You got like a little bar here so that you kind of get an idea of where you're gripping it. You got a little grip here as well. And here's what all the electronics look like inside. So we got the cylindrical battery, lives inside the handle. Right next to that is the Feather with the USB port facing down. We got a slide switch here to turn the thing on and off. Speaker up there, NeoPixel here, Hall effect sensor. I still got to figure out how to mount that into the little area here for the wheel holder for spinning it with the magnet. Of course, these type of things require a lot of wires, and it's always a little bit of a tricky, threading the needle thing where you're getting all the wires to fit. But I think there's enough room in the enclosure for the wires to kind of, be able to, because some things are mounted to the top and other things are mounted to the bottom. So when you bring them together, you got to be careful with the wiring. And there's no way around that other than like just being careful with your wire lengths and managing where the wires go. But that's what I'm thinking. You can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Of course, if you want to make their own projects with our 3D models, we have all of these available in our GitHub repo. We have tons of models of Adafruit boards and components. So you can check those out on the Adafruit Discord. The Adafruit GitHub CAD parts repo. And I think that's about it. Yeah, I'm using a cherry. Is it cherry? No, it's a chalk switch. So it's a low profile key switch. Because I don't want to run into the feather with that button input.
Oh, yeah.
Just like your standard mini toggle switch for toggling. But yeah, originally I was going to use a rotary encoder for the wheel, but in order to do this really interesting kind of wheel spinning thing where the wheel is literally on a ball bearing and it's really nice to spin it, you can't do that with a rotary encoder. I did some experiments where I had a worm gear mechanism where I put a worm gear on the shaft of the rotary encoder, and then this act as the gear to kind of push it. But there's the problem with a worm gear is that it can't be back driven, so it wouldn't work. So I ran into that and I was like, okay, I got to do something else. And then I found that the Hall effect sensor is the way to go, where it can detect proximity of a magnet. And in this configuration, I have the magnet like right here, so that when you spin this thing, it will eventually, get to the proximity sensor where the microcontroller will detect it. So that's what I got going on. I also want to make sure that I have enough room to put like a gel to diffuse the alphanumeric display, because it can get a little,
make it readable.
It gets a little faded out, grayed out when you don't have a gel. We know what gel
really hard to read without.
Exactly. Yeah, so that's what I'm working on, trying to figure out like the right. I don't want it to be snap fit, because if somebody drops it, then it just falls apart. So these little standoffs will allow you to have a countersunk screw, and it just like completely secures it. That's when you really want to use the screws, when you have a device that you're going to probably drop, especially if you hand it to a kid.
Oh yeah,
or yourself. You can just drop it. Yeah. So I'm still trying to figure all that stuff out. Moving the things where I need to move them. Here's some of the standoffs there. What else?
You gotta connect webbings to the standoffs to the sides.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, definitely. So that they're like more structurally in there.
I had those on as a wrench, and the kids still managed to break those.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Colors can be whatever. These are just some fun colors.
It looks like Futurama,
doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like this hood. It reminds me of like
that's what made me go, oh wow, it looks like
yeah, it's kind of got like a face going on here with the little like a bender face. Bop it. All right.
Get a lot of the 90s commercials on my feed. Definitely on there.
Yeah. Me too. I'm seeing a lot of 90s stuff. Okay, so that's where I'm at. A lot of mechanical designy kind of stuff. It's going to be a collab project with Liz Clark. She wants to do the code, and then I'm going to reach out to our one of our orders, Dan Q, who does a lot of the Adafruit music. I think it'd be cool to do some custom sound effects. The original Bop It game has like a beat that's going on, so it's like bop it, and as you are playing the game, it gets faster and faster and faster, and it gets harder and harder to like get the combination of the right input. So I think it'll be fun. I don't know. I think it'll be cool. So that is what I'm working on. Forgot to put that up. Bop It game, which I'll probably call it Prop It or something.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, like Prop It.
All right. I got some comments here. So sorry. I have a comment here. I'm trying to get my why don't you read the comment while I get my screen share switched from Fusion to my web browser.
Let's see. Carter likes the twisted wheel thing, and also the shroud for the LED segment display.
Thank you, shroud. That's the name I'm looking for. I call it like the hood. It's like a hood. It's called the shroud. Excellent. And yeah, twist it. Yeah, it's a cool little thing. I've never used a Hall effect sensor, but they're super cool. JP's used them before in like mystery boxes where like you use it like a sleight of hand thing to reveal some stuff inside of a box. And that's what I was looking at. I was like, oh, that's probably the right sensor. I know we have some other magnetic sensors, but for this like really slim wheel, I think this is the best approach to have this little neodymium magnet.
Is this the magnet we have in the store? Or
it is not, because
it's pretty big.
The magnets are huge and thick.
Yeah.
And, let me show you guys.
And I have a whole drawer full of so many different size magnets because of that.
Right. Yeah, I don't have the things here, but let me. Where did it go?
That's it.
There it is.
Is it the little?
Yeah, I got these new ones that are.
Oh, different, even different sizes.
They're even different. Yeah. So can we get a full screen on me? Here we go.
Let's see.
Why isn't it working? Like that? There we go. Okay.
Where's my UI?
So, I got it. Don't worry. So it's this little magnet here. It's a flat. Oh, I lost it. Did I seriously lose it?
It's probably attached to the whatever magnet or it's metal.
There it is. It's so tiny.
I find all my missing magnets are always on there.
So it's a flat block magnet. I get my magnets from K&J Magnetics, which has a nice catalog of custom made magnets.
I think I still have some of those.
You might have some of these. Yeah, these are great for clasps. You know, something that needs like a flat surface.
That's where I use it. Yeah. Actually, no, I used the cylindrical ones.
Yeah, I wanted to not do a cylindrical one just because.
No, this cuts down on the size. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it cuts down the size. So it's a nice flat edge. So I just have a little notch here inside the wheel, and then you can just press these like that.
Nice.
I haven't used a ball bearing in a while, but man, ball bearings are nice. Like if you want something to feel nice, that's the main thing. Is like I want every input to just feel good when you interact with it. And spinning this is so much nicer than spinning a rotary encoder, because the rotary encoders we stock have detents and they just kind of feel a little rough. Especially they're not smooth at all. But the slides, these pot slide switches are nice, and you could 3D print your own knob or whatever you want to call it, a knob, I guess. And then of course you can make custom, it's a slider, fader slider. And then you can of course make your own custom keycaps for these chalk switches, which are really low profile, and they have a nice, clicky sound, and they feel nice, and toggle switches. It's like kind of also like I've always wanted to make like kind of like those control panels that just have a bunch of switches and just do random stuff. But this gives it some, some rules to the game. So that's the idea there. Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah, I can see it, right? I think this is a good idea too. If you're ever prototyping something, just print out like a thin plate just to kind of get your idea of like, is everything in the right spot? How many hands do I need to operate it? Can I operate it one-handed, kind of thing? For the most part, you can, but like the wheel's a little off there, so you kind of want to use.
Oh no! What I just realized, that's just you, because you're left-handed. Might be difficult for me to hold.
Don't say that.
Oh no!
No, I think it's fine. Do you think you'll run into something?
You should be able to. Oh, maybe
left-handed.
You might be able to mirror it on the Y or the Z.
Yeah, I guess you could. Yeah, you could just mirror. I could just mirror it, save it out, and be like, "Do you want left-handed or do you want right-handed?" Yeah, you're right. I didn't think of that. Yeah, and this will go in there.
Of course. So, yeah, that's why I made the case for the band, like on both sides. So if you're left-handed, it's fine mounting it on this side.
I didn't think of that. It reminds me of the you did a prop for the kiddos. It was from Five Nights at Freddy. I think it was called.
It's left-handed.
It's also one hand, right? You didn't do it right hand.
No, I did. It was on. It was for the left hand because you operate it with your right hand, so it might work. Yeah. No, I think you're good. No, because
Raz,
your dominant hand will be the one.
Yeah, I mean, it feels good to me. Yeah, it's kind of like this.
Oh wait, no, never mind. I thought it was the other way.
Yeah, it's actually right-handed. Yeah.
Whoops.
That's funny. It uses a character LCD display. Y'all can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a prop from the game itself, Security Breach. And I had some buttons. I had a rotary encoder. And just kind of randomly decoded some messages. Although it'd be fun to remake this with like some Claude code, because then you can make it actually be a game or interact with like real beacons in the house, escape room style.
Yeah.
Like you got to solve the puzzle quick.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the idea.
JP says just flip it upside down for right-hand use and have software setting. It's a good idea.
Oh, yeah, I guess you could do that. Cool.
And
John Part also loves, K&J Magnetics.
Should get this assortment kit.
That's a good idea. Yeah, they have like all different types of magnets.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them that like are designed with like screws in mind, so they're like kind of sunk for screws.
Yeah. Those giant.
You wouldn't have to like use a magnet and stuff. Or, sorry, glue. I always have to use glue to glue the magnets. That's annoying. Oh. Okay, we got like 4 minutes left in the show. Why don't we do a time lapse?
All right. Jumping into this week's Community Makes for Timelapse Tuesday. This week we have a super cool, useful koozie for your beverage this summer. It is a igloo-inspired koozie. Look at this thing, so cool. Did a little modification to mine there, the lid, because I don't use straws. I just covered that up inside of straws. Inside of a Bamboo Studio. I just made a little cylindrical thing to cover it up.
Oh, okay.
It is a nicely styled koozie with a handle. The handle's super useful.
Love handles. If you can add a handle to a drink, I'm in.
It is so useful because instead of having your hot hand holding the can, warming it up, you just hold it by the handle or the side, obviously. Won't be touching the can to keep it nice and cool. It is my updated one. Super cool detail with the little spout that they have on there.
Does it actually work, the spout?
The spout, no. Somebody posted, I saw this on the 3D printing group. Everybody's printing these, and somebody was like, oh, this is why I hate printing stuff for sale. Somebody tried using this as the actual can or thing to fill. It's like, dude, it's supposed to be for
right. They're trying to fill it with liquid, and it like
and it was leaking out. I didn't glue this in, so I should be able to pop it out, but I won't try. Just fit it in there really good. I have like a little stopper inside here for your can.
Is it hard to take the can out?
So there's these little things on the inside that like grip onto it. You can't really see it.
No, I can't.
Like 4 little things that like grip on, but it can be a little difficult, even to pop it into.
No hole at the bottom. A hole at the bottom, you can just like push it through.
To push it through, yeah.
Remix idea. I don't know. All right, let's look at the website. Posted up by Animu L67 on makerworld.com. It's a free model here.
There's a ton of different variations.
Ton of different
colors.
Variations.
There's like all the sports ball teams. Every single one has a different one.
Yeah, there's a lot of makes here that show like there's with Jack Daniels one with the straw.
I thought it was Donkey Kong.
Because it's a barrel. Yeah, it's milk. Weird milk one. LA. Yeah, it's like a sports themed mug kind of thing. Koozie. You call is it a koozie? Yeah.
It's a koozie.
Does it say Bobby Boucher on there from Waterboy? Starbucks.
I haven't looked at any of
it. Look at that one.
I like the color.
A lot of customization options, like stake the idea and add your brand, your favorite brand.
Yeah, it should work fine with the straws.
49ers. This is food carts.
I like that retro color one, but I didn't have the colors.
Yeah, I don't see the retro color. Where's that one?
It's on the side, right side.
It's cool.
Obviously, it doesn't have the igloo name to avoid any.
Oh, this was a different one. Is this a different one?
Yes.
From a different person, TJ makes. So everyone's like riffing off the same idea?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
There's so many different ones where the logos are like protruding and, you know, that the actual circular logo stamped on there. There's even like a different cooler there.
Yeah. Oh, here's one for 4 cans.
Really cool idea. Yeah, really cool idea.
All over the place with like summer. I love these colors, man.
It works.
They're like Barbie.
I used it while walking the dog, and I just hold it by the handle. It works really good.
Yeah. It's actually very practical to have on your drink. Okay.
The most useful print. Everyone wanted one. Kids wanted one. Brandy wanted one.
Oh, we got the rainbow one.
Everybody has their own color.
This 4 one is kind of nice.
Yeah.
All right. So that's this week's time lapse. A 12-ounce can holder.
Super.
All right. Cool. Free download. Free idea.
I would open up this can, but I'm still drinking my coffee over here. That's probably
don't do that. Yeah, what kind of? No, I'll ask you later. What kind of soda are you drinking these days? I don't drink soda.
This one is
maybe ginger ale when I have a tummy ache.
No, this one's Waterloo.
Is that the? Oh, is that
scanned,
the pop one?
It's scanned good.
Oh, it's scanned good from Oasis.
Yeah.
No microplastics, we swear. No sugar. All right. Don't forget, folks, if you do want to put an order in, please use our coupon code to get 10% off your order. Pixel Cast. It's good for the next 24 hours. Okay. That's going to do it for the show. Tonight, we most likely will have a show and tell. It starts at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. We'll see who hosts it this week. Last week, shout out to JP for hosting it last week. I came on by and showed off the Tetris. We'd love to see folks from the community come by if they have projects to share. Come on by the Adafruit Discord server a little bit before 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, and you can get the invite link to share your projects. Tomorrow's JP's workshop, where it starts at 4 p.m. Eastern time. And then on Friday, we have a deep dive with Scott, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. Mondays is the CircuitPython weekly meetings that happen in the Discord, and they get posted after. It happens at 2 p.m. Eastern time. And then Tuesdays, we have 2 for Tuesdays, starting off with Deep Dive with Tim, Foamy Guy. Starts at 11 a.m. Eastern time. And then super big discount day, which with JP's pick of the week, where you can get up to 50% off. Up to 50% off select items. And then our show is every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Very good. Very good. All right, folks. That's going to do it for us. We'll see you next week. But until then, remember to
make
a great
day.
I'm doing like this weird thing. All right. Bye, everybody.